My videos don't necessarily promote one religion. My views and opinions aren't meant to change the minds, opinions, or beliefs of others. Watch with an open mind. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, entertainment, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All rights and credit go directly to its rightful owners. No copyright infringement is intended. We continue to uncover the profound wisdom within the timeless scriptures. Take care, and God bless.
This video will blow your mind. What if everything you thought you knew about race was a carefully constructed illusion designed to blind you? For centuries, we've been taught to see the world in rigid categories. But what if these divisions are preventing us from seeing the true, immeasurable value in every single person? Prepare to challenge your deepest assumptions. We live in a world obsessed with superficial labels, yet the real value of a human being has nothing to do with the color of their skin. Join me on a journey that will shatter preconceptions and illuminate the profound truth that lies within each of us. You know, when someone says, "Stop seeing in black and white," they usually mean, stop being so extreme, stop being rigid, be more flexible. But here's the irony. When it comes to race, we're actually seeing in black and white, literally. We think in terms of clear-cut categories, white or black, Asian or Pacific Islander, Latino or Hispanic, right? These categories, these boxes, are supposed to simplify the world, make it easier to navigate, but they're doing the exact opposite. They're limiting our perception, distorting our view of reality, and most importantly, obscuring the true value of each individual. Here's some food for thought. Think about how much of your life has been spent trying to figure out where you fit into these racial categories, how much energy and mental space has been devoted to understanding ancestry genealogy, having those difficult conversations with family members, poring over birth certificates and census records. And for what? So that you can fill out a form, check a box, and have society place you in a predetermined category. It's like spending years searching for your identity, only to have it reduced to a single letter or a number. And what happens when we force people into these rigid categories? We ignore the unique talents, skills, and experiences that each individual brings to the table. We fail to appreciate the richness that diversity brings to our society. Instead, we perpetuate stereotypes and prejudices, fueling discrimination and inequality. Just think about all the brilliant minds, the innovative ideas, and the groundbreaking contributions that have been lost to this myopic view of the world. How many opportunities have been missed simply because we could unsee beyond the color of someone's skin, or the shape of their eyes, or the texture of their hair? If you're ready to break free from the shackles of these archaic racial constructs, keep watching. This isn't just about understanding history or appreciating diversity. This is about a fundamental shift in perception, a revolution in the way we view ourselves and others. Now let's draw an imaginary line on the map, a line that signifies absolutely nothing. No rivers, no mountain ranges, no significant historical landmarks, just an arbitrary division on a map. Now let's populate both sides of this line with people, families, communities, dreams, hopes, and aspirations. On one side of the line, there's a bustling community filled with hardworking individuals. They're raising families, pursuing their careers, contributing their unique talents to the world. On the other side of the line, mirror images, living parallel lives, their stories unfolding in a similar rhythm. Their children attend schools with similar resources. Their parents seek the same quality of health care. They, too, dream of a better future for their children. Now, if you were to ask them, what's significant about this line, they would say, nothing at all. Yet society has decreed that this line holds immense importance. And why? Because this line represents a historical attempt to divide and conquer. A few hundred years ago, someone decided that one side of the line should be labeled white and the other side black or Asian or Hispanic. These labels were nothing more than political and economic designations, yet over time, they've hardened into something far more sinister. Something that dictates how people are treated, judged, and perceived. When we look through this lens, it's like wearing rose-colored glasses that distort the world around us. Suddenly, the familiar faces on the other side of the line become strangers. Their stories cease to be relatable, and their struggles seem distant. We start to see them not as individuals, but as representatives of a label, a stereotype. We judge them based on preconceived notions, denying them the chance to introduce themselves, to share their stories, and to forge their own paths. How much longer will we let this charade continue? How much longer will we allow these arbitrary lines to dictate our perceptions, our relationships, and our destinies? It's time for a change. It's time to reclaim our narrative, to define ourselves not by the color of our skin or the shape of our eyes, but by the content of our character, the depth of our experiences, and the value we bring to the world. Imagine a world where the only lines that define us are the ones we draw on a piece of paper, where the colors that define us are the ones we choose to paint our bedrooms with. A world where our worth isn't determined by someone else's perception, but by our own unique qualities, talents, and dreams. In this world, we celebrate the tapestry of humanity, the beautiful mosaic of different cultures, backgrounds, and experiences. We recognize that our differences don't divide us, but make us stronger, more creative, and more resilient. In this world, we understand that human value isn't defined by race or ethnicity, but by our capacity for love, empathy, kindness, and compassion. It's defined by our ability to connect with others, to understand their perspectives, and to treat them with dignity and respect. But how do we get there? How do we move from a world of black and white thinking to a world of infinite color and complexity? It starts with each one of us. It begins with a decision to challenge our own biases, to educate ourselves, and to confront the uncomfortable truths about our history and the systems that perpetuate inequality. It means listening to those whose voices have been marginalized, amplifying their stories, and ensuring that their experiences are seen, heard, and acknowledged. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Let's commit to lifelong learning, not just for ourselves, but for our communities. Let's support initiatives that promote diversity, inclusion, and empathy in our schools and workplaces. Let us ensure that the next generation grows up in a world where they are not confined by racial labels, but are celebrated for the unique individuals they are. This isn't just a dream, it's a vision. A vision that's worth fighting for. A vision that will make our world a better, more equitable, and compassionate place for all. Are you ready to join me in this vision? Are you ready to see beyond the surface? To look beyond skin color and embrace the kaleidoscope of human experiences that make each of us so wonderfully unique? This journey won't be easy. There'll be challenges, setbacks, and moments when it feels like progress is impossible. But I urge you to remember the words of Martin Luther King Jr. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Let's stand together, not just in times of comfort, but when it matters the most. The world is complex, reality is multifaceted, and human experience defies simple categorization. Yes, we're all human beings, but that doesn't mean we're the same. We have different backgrounds, cultures, values, and beliefs. That's what makes us so fascinating, so vibrant, and so resilient. So the next time you meet a stranger, take a moment to truly see them, to appreciate the unique story that's written on their face, in their eyes, and in their experiences. Don't just see their race or their ethnicity. See them as a fellow human being, a co-creator of this extraordinary tapestry of life. And don't worry about fitting into a box or conforming to someone else's expectations. You're not meant to be confined to a single label or stereotype. You're meant to be celebrated for the complexity that makes you uniquely you. It's time to rewrite the narrative, to challenge the status quo and to create a world where human value is unmeasured by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character, the depth of our experiences, and the brilliance of our individual lights. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. Your support helps spread this message to more people, fostering a deeper understanding and challenging outdated perceptions. Together, we can build a brighter, more inclusive future where every individual is valued and respected. Till next time, keep challenging the status quo, keep embracing diversity, and keep seeing beyond the surface.